Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cantina Social Hour Thursday night. It is great to be here. It is great to see you. Thank you guys so much for joining on your Thursday evening. How are you guys doing? How's your week going? We're almost there. Weekend's almost there. One more day. Hello. What is that? It is good to see you, my friends. It has been 2 weeks since we have been on. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. I'm trying to remember my times. We got a good show for you tonight. We got a few topics. As you saw in the thumbnail, there's some recent developments to discuss. I mean, the best part about it, of course, is that I get to hang out with you guys, the Cantinians. Thank you so much for being with us this evening and for doing your thing and making this a positive environment, atmosphere for anybody involved. Thank you guys so much. If you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for watching Cantina Social Hour. We appreciate you just as much. All right, so for tonight, a few topics for us to cover. We're going to be talking about some new Hot Toys blogger photos. We got some new stuff from Inart, brand new reveal this week. Some new Mattel stuff. You guys, you know, we've been talking about the DC line and how that's kind of changing. So we'll talk about that. Some new Black Series reveals today. Some Black Series reveals from earlier in the week / last week. And then lots of May the 4th merchandise from Disney that is going to be released Disney Store and on Disney at the Disney parks. Plenty to cover, of course. We will tie it all in with new acquisitions, brand new things we've added to your collections, to our collections. And yeah, it'll be a grand old time. Grand old time. Let's see who's in the Cantina so far into the evening. We've got Adam is with us. Thank you, Adam. Our moderator says, greetings, exalted ones. Thank you for being here, Adam. We really appreciate you moderating and keeping the atmosphere safe. We got our friend, the bookkeeper, Britt, with us. Hello, all. Today's lore spotlight, Bom Bimden. Ooh, we like Bom Bimden. Cantina alien. A mercenary. He was once held captive on the Death Star for crimes against the Empire. He escaped and fled straight to the Cantina. I like it. We'll take him. Give us Bom Bimden. Thank you, Britt. Let's see. We got our friend Chad here. What's up, Chad? Good to see you. Hello. Thank you for being here with us tonight. We got Sci-Fi Dude. What's up, Sci-Fi Dude? Good to see you as always. Thank you for hanging out with us. We got our friend Rick. What's up, Rick? Greetings and happy Thursday to you as well. Blue Milk. Oh yeah, Blue Milk. Definitely. Let's see what else is in here. Dodgson. Yes, our soda fountain bartender. How's it going, Dodgson? Thank you for attending the soda fountain, we'll call it. Let's see who else. What's up, Rick? Can I get a Bespin Fizz up in here? Rick says. Absolutely, we can do that. We got Mary. Hey, Mary. Good to see you as always. Thank you for being here. Cool. Horses are off to the races. Good stuff, you guys. We're not going to dilly-dally. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Very excited tonight because, of course, we are welcoming back to Cantina Social Hour for the second time our friend Mikey from the Figure Report. Let's do it.
This is where the fun begins.
Yes.
Mikey, what's up?
I'm back. The sequel. The sequel is always better than the first, so...
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always,
So
always.
We got high bar to reach tonight. So, but thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me back.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for returning and to hanging out with us again. I know we had a lot of fun last time, and I couldn't stop laughing because of Prince Cheezer and the original name.
We don't need to revisit that. You know, we can just let that lay where it shall lay.
We'll let the bygone stay in the past.
Yeah, exactly. It's time we move on. So, but yes, great time going through that. But excited for what we got tonight. So thanks for having me.
Indeed. So yeah, no, it's been a couple weeks since I've been on, and there have been some new reveals and announcements and stuff to discuss, and that's why we're here. We talk the plastic, right? We talk the action figures, the vehicles, whatever it is, collectibles, all that stuff. That whole genre of manipulative little pieces of things we can play with.
I like how you broke it down. That's a great description.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, what's new with you?
I think I mean, still collecting. Like I've been doing figures not included. We've been having that go on, and I'm more involved now with Hidden Temple Toys. Hidden Temple Toys is a toy store in Selma, North Carolina. So I am more of a presence there. So I'm helping, get a lot of cool stuff for the store and to sell it to people. And yeah, that's been really exciting. Some life changes, going on, but overall doing okay. And yeah, just it's like looking forward to what's gonna continue for the rest of the year when it comes to toys and Star Wars and
Mhm.
so much going on. Like every day there's always
Yeah,
something new. So
absolutely.
yeah. So gonna keep that going. But yeah, definitely Hidden Temple. I'm wearing a little T-shirt here, a small little logo right there. I'll get above
Mm.
my logo. We got a couple shirts on sale. You might have seen it as featured on Hot Ones recently last week with one Oscar Isaac who was wearing our hot merch. So if you want to be like a celebrity, be cool, go or buy get a T-shirt.
Yeah, don't be like us. Don't be like us for sure. Nobody. Yeah, highly do not recommend being like us.
I mean, you want to dress like Poe Dameron, right? Don't you want to dress like the best freaking pilot in
Yeah,
the galaxy?
you want to
So
be cool. You like actually want to be cool. Um, I love that. What is the link? Is there a website that we can drop here in the chat just for the folks that
yes,
want to check out?
yes, you can go to hiddentempletoys.com. We just got in a bunch of cool stuff. I think we're like the first store to have the new loose collector toys come in, the
Mm,
crypt stuff, so like Bigfoot, which sold out, and we're trying to get some more. I think we have a couple of Yetis left and a Skookum. I think that's what it's called. I keep calling it a Snooky. It's something like that, but it's a badass beast by Loose Collector. So these are awesome toys. And then a
yeah.
bunch more cool stuff, and the store is just filled with a lot of cool things. It's really an awesome place. So if you're in North Carolina, you're in Selma, or you're driving past the 95 and you see a big billboard that says Hidden Temple Toys, or you're looking for a nice toy stop, go check it out. It's an awesome store. So
Very
yeah,
nice. Awesome. Very nice.
just like me, just like me. I got the shirt on.
So then, yeah. So then you're way cooler than me.
You said it,
Um,
not me. So
yeah, I know. Skookum. So that's like a cryptid, isn't it? Like a
yeah. So they're all like these crypt creatures basically that he made.
yeah,
So
cryptozoology.
yeah, exactly. So there's the Skookum, there is the Bigfoot, and then there's the Yeti. So they're really just massive, awesome figures.
Nice. Do you remember a company from like almost a decade ago called Creature Replica?
That sounds so familiar, and I'm gonna think about that because it's gonna come back to me. But yes, go continue.
Yeah, no, it reminded me of that because they did things like they did cryptids, they did like Bigfoot, they did the Louisiana like Ruggaroo, like which is like a werewolf type thing, and they did a few others, and I think I still have them. I had a couple of their figures, but we need more of that, right? Like, people need to do like just generic like paranormal like type things, right? Like there's not a whole lot of that. We need more of that, like actually posable, detailed like figures.
Yeah, there isn't. I think like what Four Horsemen did the New Jersey Devil, and that was like really cool. And so they do a little bit of that. But there isn't a lot of like awesome generic. I think Cryptoids is doing Bat Boy, which I'm really excited about. So, I mean, you all remember Bat Boy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times when you were a kid passing by an aisle in the supermarket and you saw World News Bat Boy found in a cave?
Mom, is that real?
Would your parents say that was real, or would they be like, "No, it's fake, honey"?
They would say it was fake.
No, okay. My dad would be like, "Oh yeah, it's serious, it's real." Like, yeah, he's in a cave, he might get you, kind of thing. So be careful for Bat Boy.
That's fun. Yeah, no, that's cool. I love all that stuff. Like even outside of toys, but like to make it toys like that just like amplifies it for me. So
Oh, 100%. Anything that's cool and then it becomes a toy makes it even cooler in my eyes. It makes me want to buy it.
definitely,
So that's where I go.
definitely. Have you been keeping up with the Artemis 2 mission?
A little bit, not so much. I wish I had. I wish I cared. It's just like I've had so many other things going on but it's amazing. It's absolutely cool. I've seen some of the pictures, from the other side of the moon, which look absolutely incredible. Yeah, that's awesome. What about you? Have you been keeping up with it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I love space. But I'm a science teacher, so I was like, okay, this is something that I can tie into, my instruction, and we can make it like a thing. We can make it a unit of study. And I got to say, like, I've done all kinds of really cool things, like chemical reactions with, chemistry, making things blow up. The kids love that. We've done we've made like airplanes. We've done some really neat things. But for whatever reason, like this, I got to say, I've never seen my students more excited than by the Artemis 2 mission. Like, they're genuinely curious and interested and enthusiastic about it.
What about the Artemis gets them so interested?
I've been thinking about this, and what I think it is that, like, I'm trying to think, when was the last time that we saw like scientists on TV who were doing something that the kids thought was cool, that they thought was interesting, that like captivated their minds? And I can't think of anything. I know that, like, older generations had like the Apollo missions, and
yeah,
I mean, kids these days, they tend to look up to YouTubers. They tend to look up to, I mean, I guess YouTubers, right? Like, a lot of them are into, their own hobbies, like anime or whatever it is. But to see like scientists like be heroes to kids, like, is a really neat thing. And I just feel like we need more of that. We need to invest more in science, and it's really cool. It's just really cool. Like, I've actually had a couple in the last, because we're focusing on it every day. I have 800 kids, and I cycle through them.
right.
And we've been streaming it as it happens. Monday was the coolest day because that's when they went like to the dark side of the moon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we've been having discussions and activities around it, and I've even had a couple ask me like, "Hey, how can I work for NASA?" And I'm like, teacher, like teaching is hard, but like those moments, like, they make it so worth it. Really.
Well, you go from teaching to inspiring, right? And that's kind of like when you decide what you want to become or pursue, you feel you've gotten inspired along the way somehow, either by a parent or a friend or someone, but usually it's from a teacher, like a cool teacher that showed you something interesting, right? So that's really awesome. You can do that. It's such a good point you made about like people rediscovering science and how awesome it is. And I think about movies back in like the 80s and 90s. And you think about like the heroes of those movies for like an archaeologist, paleontologist. Armageddon was about these NASA crews going into space to save the world. Independence Day is like I don't know if it's like that anymore in movies where it's like those type of people were the heroes of these stories. And so I don't really see that a lot. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't really feel like we get a lot of that kind of like hero archetype anymore.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you're right. There's a lot of superhero movies.
Yeah, definitely superhero movies, right? But not like a professional or something like that. Someone that went to school or study, like actually.
Yeah, and I like your example too of Independence Day, which I love. It's like one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Oh, yeah.
But just, I mean, like what was it? It was like a fighter pilot, and then what was Jeff Goldblum doing? He was like a cable guy or something.
Yeah, nothing like that. It's like some nerd or something, but like he was turned out to be like a badass dude, and so like, and then they the same thing with Jurassic Park, just like, yeah, just like these people, and like you learned about like the actual work that they did, and that made it so interesting. And they also turned out to be heroes, they had they like rose to the occasion, when they needed to. But yeah, I think like the last thing I remember about like space exploration is the little video of William Shatner trying to talk to Jeff Bezos, and then someone takes out a champagne and starts spraying it everywhere, and there's just this defeated look on Will Shatner, just like talking about how beautiful and amazing space is, and just like, I think that kind of ruined space for people with the idea of like this is just a billionaire, project, like toy thing. And so to see like NASA finally come back and do something amazing, it's just like it reinvigorates. And like you said, with your kids that you teach, they're also interested too.
Right. Yeah. No, it's really cool. And the other really cool thing is they are returning tomorrow, and they're actually splashing down here off the coast of San Diego, which is right here. So I've been telling the kids like the past couple of days, don't forget 5:00 tomorrow. Be looking up. You're gonna see them come back in at 25,000 miles an hour. You don't want to miss it.
That's so cool. Now I'm excited. Look, you did it. Look, you can teach whoever how old your kids are, and then you can teach a 40-year-old man. I'm excited. Now I want to be an astronaut when I grow up.
Nice. How's it going, Alex? Good to see you. Alex is a local collector, so Alex is going to be able to see the re-entry as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool. Well, that's cool, Mary. An astronaut. Nice. Very nice.
I have a friend that studied and worked at NASA for a little bit too. That's like really, really smart, obviously smart guy and knows his stuff. Brilliant. But yeah, that's really cool to know someone like that can ask questions and like get into the whole quantum physics thing and ask about multi-dimensional travel, all those things, and it's cool. I can't imagine what else is out there,
I know. So much to discover. Hopefully, we keep investing in science. And speaking of science, somebody in a chemistry lab, I assume, came up with this formulation, but I'm drinking Mr. Pibb Thrillin' Vanilla.
Woo! Thrillin' Vanilla.
Yeah, I've never seen it before, but I was like, I'm gonna try that.
How is it?
It's okay. It's not bad. It tastes like vanilla Dr. Pepper, I guess. Like, what is it? The cream soda, kind of like that.
Mr. Pibb is like if Dr. Pepper only went to community college, right? That kind of idea.
We actually had a whole conversation about this like several shows back. Like, the whole thing was like, what if I did the unthinkable? Never before happened on live streaming. What if I mixed Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb together?
You never cross the streams. You know this.
I don't know what could happen. I just don't know. I'm curious.
You should try. I agree. I mean, like, look, you work in the science field. You work with combustible things, obviously, and this could be the apex of your studies right here.
This could be it.
This is your life work, coming to this moment. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All of it leading up to that one moment where I mixed Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb.
And the universe goes, just shuts down.
Yeah, the expanding of the universe goes in reverse.
There's a reverse Big Bang, and it comes right back out.
The small unbang.
Have you ever done the blind taste test with drinks? Like, are you like? Is there one drink you're like, oh, I know that from any other?
I've never done that, but I know that I would ace it.
Yeah, which drink? What would it be?
Like, if we're talking soft drinks,
yeah.
Actually, I really like. I've really been into. I mean, I try not to drink a lot of soda, but I've really been into like Mr. Pibb, like the regular one, because I think that's why we started talking about it a few weeks back, because like they're kind of like trying to come back. Like you're seeing it more in like
the Renaissance.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to make a comeback. So there's
like, no, dude, seriously, Mr. Pibb, he's back. They're back, dude. They're back in Thrillin' Vanilla form.
There's a peach one too. I saw a peach, but I didn't buy that one.
Peach? Oh, peaches.
Yeah, I don't know how that would be, but yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like it's better than Dr. Pepper, and it's kind of sacrilege, probably. But like,
bold words.
I know, hot take. But
You're really trying to get the Mr. Pibb sponsorship. Hey, it's working. If I knew
Cantina social hour, yeah. Sponsored by Mr. Pibb.
I mean, come on. All right, we have goals this year. We have big goals to achieve.
Yeah, like those podcasters that like, no, we got to talk about like a mattress, or no, we got to talk about like coffee. Like, no, I'm going to talk about Mr. Pibb.
I mean, that's way more interesting.
Yeah,
I would watch that ad. I watch a Mr. Pibb ad.
Yeah, it's way more fun than like a mushroom coffee ad.
I don't like mushroom coffee. I don't care about Squarespace. I don't need to know about this stuff. Like, give me something interesting. I
Yeah.
miss the good ads. I want good ads. I'll watch an ad. That's why I watch the Super Bowl a lot. It's like the football and also the ads are sometimes the ads have gotten worse. I mean, but regardless, you still watch for the hope that there's some good ads. But Mr.
Sure.
Pibb, I'll take that. I'll take a Mr. Pibb. I've been trying to get sponsorship for Caterpillar. Like that brand of like construction or whatever, like that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
They make a fabulous underwear, and I've been, I talk about it on my podcast all the time. Like this is the Comic-Con underwear to wear. So,
Oh,
they haven't reached out to me yet. So
that's funny. Well, I hope it works out. I hope
yeah,
Caterpillar comes through.
likewise. I hope this time next year we do the show again, and I got Caterpillar all over the place, and you have Mr. Pibb, the core, all in your room.
Yeah, I'll be like Mrs. Pibb. Hey, everybody, welcome to
Mrs. Pibb. What do you think Mrs. Pibb does? Where's Mrs. Pibb? Why does no one talk about Mrs. Pibb?
I don't know. I mean, it's the same thing like Dr. Pepper. Why don't they ever talk about Nurse Pepper? Like, I mean,
I get it. Like, Dr. Pepper, like, you're gonna you're gonna want to see a doctor as opposed to a nurse, but no disrespect to nurses. But Mr. and Mrs. Pibb, there's something going on here. Is she like? Is he still with Mrs. Pibb? Is Mrs. Pibb a thing? Is Mrs. Pibb the one doing all the work? Mr. Pibb taking all the credits? Feel a little misogynistic now. And I don't know if I'm liking where Mr. Pibb is going, but I
yeah.
guess we'll figure that out.
The more I think about this, you're right. The more unequal it seems.
It's becoming like problematic. It's a little Mr. Problematic for me right now. So
yes, it's almost like doing a YouTube channel about toys, but being a girl. Like, I mean, that kind
what? Ew.
Yeah, who does that?
Weird. Not this guy.
I just noticed like your image like is right above the Hot Toy Stacy tin, so it kind of looks like a continuation of you.
Which Hot Toys? Oh, this one over here?
No, on my thumbnail.
Oh, on your on the thumbnail.
I'm not gonna be able to unsee that.
You that, not me.
It's almost as if it was planned, but it wasn't.
It was subconsciously planned.
Possibly.
I think so.
All right. Well, speaking of Stacy Tin, let's go ahead and take a look because there are some blogger photos of this Jedi Master that everybody adores and loves, I'm sure. Yeah, so here he is. Yeah, Hot Toys has been doing Jedi figures a little more frequently than they used to.
Mm-hmm.
They did Kit Fisto, they did Plo Koon. Of course, there was Mace Windu, and there's, the Anakin Obi-Wan, but, just focusing like on the Alien Jedi, this is the third one that they've done. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen any more yet, but Stacy Tin, what are your thoughts on Hot Toys focusing on alien Jedi figures? Is that something that interests you? Is that something that you think is like, well, maybe that's a little extra for Hot Toys to be going that way? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I feel like they just expanded their library so much. I mean, they've done basically all the creatures from the Cantina. So like you have a whole like roster of different things they can do. So I think there's obviously a big want for the Jedis. Sesame 10 pretty cool. Plo Koon probably my favorite one out of all of them. I don't know, Ayla Sakura. Have you done Ayla Sakura yet?
No, but I hope they do.
It feels like that would be the line because Ayla is obviously super popular. I would have loved to say 10 and more of the Clone Wars armor. I think like something like that would have been super badass. But I do like that he has the forearm guards on his forearms.
Mm-hmm.
I just like they're making them because there has to be a demand for them in some way. And look, this is also like we're in this era, excuse me, of the prequels becoming popular again, and so them going all out and being like, we're going to just do all these Jedi, all these Revenge of the Sith characters. It feels like pretty good. I don't collect Hot Toys, but I think I remember when I would just collect the 3 3/4. I would definitely look out for the Jedi because I wanted to build the Jedi roster as quickly as possible. So those were my wants. So I think it's cool. And like he looks awesome. Like the face is gross, but they kind of nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he looks good. Super, super close up of his.
Oh yeah, that's really incredible detail.
Yeah, it looks nice. I guess I never realized like his eyes, like how like gray or pale blue they look, but that's his glare is like red. That's interesting.
It's really, really well. The horns too, the way they come down are just those horns. What does Six-8-10 have inside of his head?
A brain.
Okay. Let's check.
I guess. I don't know. He's an alien. Maybe he has his head in his shoulder. I don't his brain. I don't know. I have no clue.
His brain leaking out of the side of his head, as his species does.
Yeah, it looks good, and I agree. It's nice that they did include the forearms or like the clone armor. A little bit more. Do you remember the Tartakovsky series when they had him like wearing like the helmet and all the clone? Like,
oh my god, that is for me. That was my favorite reimagining of Star Wars. The Tartakovsky one. I love that one. I ate that one up. I've rewatched that one a couple of times because I find that one so endearing and so interesting visually, and like that's where I fell in love again with Star Wars, like that version, and like Dirge and all these really cool characters, and Asajj Ventress was just the most badass, Sith that I've ever seen. But yeah, I do remember that. I remember it just like fully in the full getup of Six-8-10. That's what I was thinking of when I was like, oh, I'd love to see that version,
Right. Yeah. That would be really cool. But yeah, I mean it looks nice. I know quite a few like collectors that are not buying the Jedi just because it's like they already have like the main characters to focus on and some of like the prominent like stormtrooper stuff like that. But yeah, I mean it's a nice extension, and I just really, really, really hope they do Aayla Secura soon.
Yeah, Aayla Secura would be cool, and Illuminati as well. Is that her name? I always forget it.
Luminara Unduli.
Luminara Unduli. I like that figure a lot too from Illuminati. No, he's cool. I think he's awesome. Like this is stuff like I would love to see in Black Series too. Like they've done the Kit Fisto and stuff, but just like I'd love to see more of this like armored stuff. Like he looks awesome. Like I would love that. Do you find that more people, like you said, like more people are interested into building their stormtroopers than they are Jedi?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it's a different aspect, but
I just considering Star Wars fans, I feel like there's more variety with stormtroopers, right? So then you can have these massive armies, but then with Jedi, you just have a few. But it's just, I guess maybe people are just way more committed to completing, sets of stormtroopers or army building than they do with Jedi. I don't know. I don't know if if the Jedi are considered boring, when it comes to collecting.
Right. Well, I guess a lot of them wear the same outfit, basically.
Yeah, like they're not visually, interesting as like like an army of stormtroopers would, because there's so many different varieties, right?
Right, and there's the ranks, and there's like the variants, and for the troopers. But yeah, as a kid, I always, Luke in his Jedi outfit. That's what it was even called, even like before the prequels. Like that was like, oh, cool, that's cool. It's a Jedi outfit. Like, I guess I always thought like back then that they were gonna look more like variations of Luke's outfit. Like maybe they were all like dark Jedi robes, but they looked like there wasn't one universal outfit.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, Obi-Wan was always wearing his Jedi robes. So
yeah, and they're brown colored robes, and that's all. That was just, it's like very like monk-like, But
yeah,
it looks like it's like wired too, right? The tunic and everything, or no?
It probably is. The other Jedi did have wires in their
Okay.
robes. So look at him. Looks like a boss right there.
Yeah, but like I see that in like my eye. Oh, there we go.
And he's
Windu,
about to go die.
Gifford. That's right. I think that's also part of it. Just the way they go out is so weak, and it's just like it destroys any sort of like coolness I felt Sesame Tin or Kid Fisto had leading up to it. Kid Fisto was like, there's a personality behind there. You know, there's something going on that makes him interesting, and then he just kind of like does like a little turn. And he goes, and just falls over.
And it's like, oh, like that.
Yeah, it's so anticlimactic. You know, it just happened so quickly. It just was. I did not like it, but maybe I'm still sour on that. So maybe thinking of this Tartakovsky one um, will make me like these characters all over again.
Right. I mean, especially after Clone Wars, you see them like you know they flesh them out and they actually make them into characters.
Yeah.
Then you go back and see Revenge of the Sith, and like Plo Koon just gets shot down, and these guys just die right away, and it's like, oh,
No. Don't like that at all. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, look, I think that's like an awesome display too. For those guys, all together like that.
It is cool. All right, let's go and move on to the other 1/6 scale reveal this week. And this one's going to come from Inart. Inart, of course, kind of dabbling into different things. And DC being, one of them that they focus on a little more. So they revealed, where's the tease? I don't even know where the tease is. They revealed this Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice 1/6 scale. Go away. I hate these little comment things. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Yeah. So Hot Toys just did a 2.0 of this. I think it came out like late last year or early this year. But they're trying to do their own thing with it too. So, I mean, I honestly don't have a lot to say about this one, just because the Hot Toys one is really good. So I don't know that, this might be better possibly. I don't have much of a horse in this race, I guess. But yeah, what do you think? I mean, I think it looks pretty good.
Inart is insane. They do crazy toys. I love their 112 stuff. The Christian Bale Dark Knight Batman is still one of my favorite figures. The head sculpt on that is immaculate. And the thing about them, like when you see a photo, that's basically what it's going to look like in person. Like when you get the product, like it's very like they don't do like the Mezco thing or they do overt Photoshop, and like there's obviously some edits to this, but that it's going to look as close to the images as possible. Like they're so insane with the detail and what they can do on their figures. It looks ridiculous. Like you said, the Hot Toy, you have the Hot Toys one. If you're happy with that, then that's great. If you missed the Hot Toys one, or you were like, I'm waiting for something from Inart because Inart just does incredible stuff. It looks absolutely badass. It's just like ripped from the movie. It's crazy.
That's cool. Yeah, they do some really good stuff. I'm trying to think, what do I have from them? I have the 12 scale, the Dark Knight Batman.
Okay.
The small one, and I think the Catwoman just shipped. And then I have their Michael Jackson that they released last year.
Oh.
And, yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah, I saw that one. Did you go to the event at Comic-Con last year?
Yep.
Okay, so they had like a ton of stuff. They had I think they had Michael Jackson there, right? And interesting event that they run, in our Queen Studios. So we'll see if they do something again this year. I remember we're like waiting outside, and they took like felt like an hour of like setting the lights up and everything and getting the cheese plates out, and everyone's like, we just want to go see the toys, like you don't have to go crazy about it. It was like very like nerve-wracking. It felt like getting in there, but it was awesome seeing their toys up close. They're like I don't think there's anyone out there that packs in as much detail into their figures as Inart does with their 112 and 1/6. They're so good.
Yeah, definitely. And they gave us a free cocktail at that event.
They did. You get a little ticket, get a free cocktail, you get some snacks. The Affleck face is pretty good. How's the Affleck on the Hot Toys?
It's really good. Let me jump back to that. I think it was the first picture. I mean, go away tag. Yeah, it's really. I think it's really good. I mean, the other one.
I don't know if this is just a render. It had a little uncanny valley to it. Like something around
Right.
the eyes. It feels like it's like I see a lot. Like if I look at the jawline and then I think, okay, I see Batman. Maybe something about I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. That's like not hitting it perfectly, but it's still like a really good sculpt.
It's a really good sculpt. I mean, he looks a little bit like he just got home from a late night of crime fighting, like that kind of thing.
Maybe that's it. He looks like this is like the image of him outside of his house when he has his head up, with like a Dunkin' Donuts in his hand and a cigarette in the other.
Right.
That kind of thing. This is like he just had a conversation with Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah. That could be it.
That's what they modeled it after. So
yeah,
it would be cool if he took off his suit and he had a giant phoenix tattoo on the back of it,
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
But no, it looks really good, and yeah, I haven't really read too much into it as far as like who's replacing the Hot Toys, but I mean, I've got to imagine it's going to be a little bit superior at least.
I mean, just like the scruff, the beard on it looks insane. A little butt dimple they get. I mean, it looks like a cast photo,
Right, it does.
And that one with the mask and the texture on it too, all over the cowl. It's really good. I wondered if the cape is also like a heavy draped cape too.
On the Hot Toys, it is. It's like a really heavy fabric that just kind of like it like pulls itself down, so it's not like one of those that's like billowy and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, so I assume that with this one too, it's going to be kind of similar.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it's a heavy material.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. Maybe they'll adapt. What I would be interested in is if they adapted this one into the 12 scale at some point.
I want to say I feel like they had showed off. They showed some other stuff, right? There was like a little. I mean, I don't know if it was there or not. Technically, we're not supposed to say it, but they had some previews of thing that they were gonna release later. And I remember seeing. I feel like I don't know if it was him. There was a Henry Cavill 112 Superman.
Mm-hmm.
That thing looked ridiculous. It looked just like him. It's insane. So. Yeah, it's like I don't know how they do it. They use some Honey I Shrunk the Kid technology or Willy Wonka tech that they stole, and they're able just to get these giant figures and transform them into 112, and they're so accurate.
Yeah, they do a hell of a job for sure.
Yeah, they work magic over there.
I'm trying to remember what else they had now that I'm thinking about it. I don't remember if I posted anything about it on. Oh yeah, I did. Let me see.
They have Deathstroke.
Yeah, Deathstroke, and then there's a really beefy looking Batman, but I don't know what the source is for that.
That wasn't Absolute Batman, was it?
Could have been.
Maybe it was Absolute Batman. Yes.
There's the Robert Pattinson one.
That's the one. Robert Pattinson Batman looked so good. It was crazy how good it looked. Cute.
It looks excellent. They had the Catwoman there, but she was unpainted.
She was unpainted. Yeah, but I think there's been enough videos and photos to be like, oh, she's awesome.
Oh, they do have a BVS. They did have a Batman as well.
Yeah, I felt like they did, but I couldn't remember. But
it looks awesome. Really good too. It looks really good too. Take a quick.
Pretty good.
Here's a quick peek. That's the 12 scale one they had on display.
Yeah. Again, not as good, but still pretty great for a 112.
Definitely, and probably that's the prototype. So
very early, yeah. So Yeah, Inart, UPF, what they're called, they do crazy stuff. But Inart, it's just like the Lord of the Rings stuff they're doing is so good too. If I was more of a I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, but if I was a more Lord of the Rings, I'd be very, very tempted to get those. They look awesome.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, speaking of DC, let's go ahead and stick with that because there are some new images from Mattel of their stuff, their DC, I guess, kids line, we'll call it. Which, of course, I mean, that's obviously, a lot of us buy the kid stuff anyway. So,
I mean, they're like, they say kids, but all I saw at the Mattel display at Toy Fair were grown adults hovering over these figures, taking pictures and videos and talking about them.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess this is like their main line that's going to be in stores. Mm-hmm. So this first wave, it's an interesting composition of figures because there's Robin, there's Batman, there's Flash, and there's Joker. So like one of these is kind of doesn't quite fit in quite as much, but it's an interesting start. Yeah, I mean, DC has been like done and overdone and done and done. Like everybody's done DC, right? So I mean, I personally, I'm probably not going to spring for these, but I mean, I've heard that they're doing like an adult geared line. So like, I'm interested in learning more about that. But yes. I've had such a mixed bag of experiences with Mattel that like, I'm not like that excited, but I still want to be like surprised by them and be like, oh, Mattel, you outdid yourselves.
What was the experience you had with Mattel? What were the figures that you had problems with?
Speaking of figures only, so obviously you may know I'm a big a Jurassic Park collector, and I've been really on board with like Mattel's Jurassic line since they came out in 2018. Like very big proponent of like, because they deserve a lot of credit for what they've done with that line.
Right.
They took something that was basically non-existent and they've turned it into like an evergreen, successful toy line that has very, very few. We've seen very few price increases over the years and all that time. Mm-hmm. And we've seen just a consistency of product on the shelves, online, different assortments. And I think they deserve a lot of credit there. But in terms of the engineering of their human action figures within that line specifically, I don't think that they have really evolved the format for like an action figure. I love the dinosaurs, but when they were doing the 6.5 inch, the Amber collection, which, 6.5 inch to begin with, that's a weird size.
Scale, yeah.
Like they were okay. Like, they weren't groundbreaking. It was like, they're okay. The more recent stuff, the Hammond collection, like they do human action figures there too. And they're pretty outdated. Like they're not using anything like, they have a few qualities, but like their wrists, like they look like kinkle wrists. They're like really thick and their articulation is weird. The basic humans don't even have wrists. And then like even a little bit before that, like I remember when they were doing like the DC stuff back in like the 2000s, like Suicide Squad, like that era. Yeah. And like the Batman Unlimited or whatever the line was called. They at that time they were outdated. Like they weren't doing anything to really improve the format. They weren't using like newer technology to create like better sculpts, better detail, better articulation. So I don't have a lot of high hopes for that kind of a thing when it comes to like a collector geared sort of segment from Mattel. But again, I want to be surprised, and I want to see something that like really like pushes the boundary for compared to what they've done before.
Are you cautiously optimistic, or are you feeling fairly pessimistic about the DC line?
I think cautiously pessimistic, let's say.
Okay, you're erring on the side of pessimism. I mean, I get it. I mean, I guess you could say the Jurassic Park line is going extinct. But maybe it just seemed like, okay, they're diverting their resources into now DC, and then with Ninja Turtles, and with Barbie and all these other different things we're doing, and Motu now just being completely revamped to a true 6-inch scale. You know, yeah, the scaling was weird. I remember Amber Collection. I remember like wanting to like it a lot, and I just didn't feel the pull necessarily. I think I got I got Newman because I got Needy, and that was awesome. So, but yeah, I didn't feel like like for me, it's always like, okay, am I going in because of just nostalgia, or because these are really cool figures? And sometimes like it needs to be, for me, it needs to hit both things. You need to check both boxes. That it's nostalgia that's really driving it, and then also it's an awesome figure, or it's just an awesome figure. So, but if it's just nostalgia pulling me, like it's so cool, but like the figures aren't that great, then maybe it's not worth it. With their DC stuff, yeah, I collected all the DC Universe classics. I was all in that line. I had so many of them, and I eventually sold majority of them off, like 90% of it. And it did get to a point where they were just using the same body molds, same articulation. They hadn't really changed anything. It was a good mold at first, but then they just repeated and repeated and repeated. I think later on in that line, they started playing with scale. They started playing with different mold. They started like doing like really specific things. I remember Gentleman Ghost having his own style. I remember a Dead Man. Like those figures had like they were like very accurate, to what they were in the comics. And I was like, okay, now they're really getting somewhere. I think it got to a point where like they just ran out of fuel, and they were going to lose the license anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did the multiverse line, and that one was okay. They're getting into the new technology a little bit. They're going pinless. They're doing double jointed knees. They still had swivel, but I mean Marvel Legends still have waist swivel. And that's the thing I hate the most out of anything when it comes to articulation. There's no excuse, but they were getting somewhere. And then obviously the line ended, and then McFarlane took over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more on the optimistic side, just knowing the team that's going to be on it, and just feeling like they're very cognizant and aware of the collector's market, and that's why they're doing this kid line, and that's why they're going to do a collector's line, right? And then that is going to have such a focus on the people who they know are really excited for the new Mattel line. And if the Motu stuff is any indication of how it's going to go, then I feel pretty confident, optimistic about it. I'm curious about what the style is going to be. Is it going to be in that same place like Marvel Legends, where it kind of blends between comic and more lifelike, style? Exaggerated portions, but then the face sculpts sort of look like a comic, but they're their own thing. I'm curious where they're gonna go with that, but I think the figure, I think they're gonna be like, if you like Marvel Legends, I feel like it's gonna be, this is just DC's version of Marvel Legends, for better or worse. And then we'll see what the price point will be on all that. So I'm more on the, I'm excited for it. And I remember seeing these up close at a Toy Fair, and I thought like, oh, there's something interesting about these. There's something good. Like that Flash is like not a bad Flash, Like you could do a lot worse for a kid's toy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like as far as like strictly like kids' toys go, yeah, I think these look pretty fun. I like that yellow energy accessories comes with.
Yeah, exactly. And Joker, you get Jokerized face. Like, I mean, everyone loves a Jokerized Joker,
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's DC is such an interesting one because I don't feel like there's been like a definitive DC line, and I know like that word comes with like a lot of different expectations, right? But
Right.
when it went to McFarlane, like, I mean, I can't say that those figures either. I mean, some of them look great, but I think them too, like, and I think this is just a McFarlane thing in general. Like, they haven't really like pushed the boundary in terms of updating like the technology used to create their figures. Um,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
again,
McFarlane has been doing the same thing since they started.
right. Um, but to their credit, I would say also like they did so many things that probably nobody else would have done, like the Batman and Robin stuff, the Batman Forever stuff, all the Batmobiles they've done over the past few years. Like, just like, to me, that's kind of unfathomable. Like, I would never have guessed that they would have made all those Batmobiles in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, no, that's true. I like I crap on McFarlane a little bit, but
Oh, I do too.
I mean, but like it's warranted, right? We don't just say it because we're being mean. It's that there is like, yeah, I think it's fair to say like, okay, there's a good and a bad about it, right? Like the figures, the character selection for the first time was like, it was just like all Batman, everything. And I get it, he's the most popular character, and Todd would say like, it's the most popular character, we gotta do Batman, you know. And so they do Batman. They do every single freaking Batman. You know, like Super Batman, Big Boy Batman, Lunchbox Batman, whatever. You know, Bar Mitzvah Batman. And so they have all these, and then eventually we get to the stuff that I would think about. Like, man, it'd be so cool if we did, Batman Forever. If we get '89 Batman. You know, we've never had an '89 Batman. It's been good. You know, like it's like back in the Kenner days. And so that was cool. And then getting the Batmobiles and all those ships. Insane, and then also for me, being a collector of the animated series from the Unlimited days or DC Collectibles, that was awesome to be able to go back, get Batgirl, get some of the pieces I missed, because I got to the tail end of it where I was able to still get everything, and then pandemic hit and I got like the remaining people, but there were some that were like pretty high in the aftermarket, but I was able to get all the ones I wanted. I had like the Arkham Asylum set and everything, so I was happy. But then, there were some pieces I missed, and it was great to go back to get, Gray Ghost and Mad Hatter and all those things, and also like the Build-A-Figure, which is awesome, to get new characters, Condiment King and all those.
Right.
So I eventually got to a place where like, okay, there was more interesting things going on, but the engineering of the figures had remained the same.
Yes.
Some soft goods, some capes, stuff like that, keeping the price point as long as he did. I'm more excited now for all of the image stuff he's going to do. Like for me, it's like, okay, that's a good pivot. It looks like he's going to do video game stuff too. So that's interesting to me. There's still a lot more for Tardy Mac to do. And you hope that just like, okay, they can do some more new tooling, or not new tooling, but just really focus on trying to make the figures better quality.
Right.
Yeah. And hopefully that happens, because I do. There are some figures I really like from Toddy Mac, but I think his time with DC was. How would you sum it up in one word?
DC.
Mm-hmm. With Toddy Mac.
In one word, well, I guess I would say it is. I would say surprising, maybe, just because again, like the breadth of characters that they put out there that probably no one else would have done, and the vehicles and all that. Like, I was surprised. I would love to see like them update their figure, so like just what a McFarlane figure is.
Yeah.
But I guess nothing's perfect at the end of the day. But
no.
You know what I think would be really interesting, and I'm definitely not a fan of the monopoly aspect of it, but I think if Hasbro had DC and did like a proper like 6-inch line in line with what they do at Marvel Legends, like I think that'd probably be the closest to like a definitive DC 6-inch line.
I think that's where we're gonna go. It feels like that's where we're headed with Mattel. That they're doing that with Motu now. They're doing that. They've gone ahead and they've shut down Masterverse, and they're gonna do the collection or collectible line or whatever it's called. That is a true 6-inch scale. So this could be it. This could definitely. This should be it, right? This should be the definitive. You've gone through so many versions of DC figures. You've gone from Universe Classics. You've gone to Icons. You've gone through McFarlane now. We've seen all sorts of DC figure, domestic. I'm not talking about imports and stuff, but this has to be the one, right? Like Mattel is so aware of like how important this is, how big this will be. Like this, like it's like DC so popular still, and like it could really take over the toy market with their DC line.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little more excited about it now that you've the way you've highlighted it. So
yes, there we go on the bandwagon.
Yeah, so here's to seeing what they do, and there's also some more images here of a couple other things. I guess this is more of the kids stuff, but like there's the Superman.
We're getting action features again.
Yeah. Do you know what size this is? Is this also like 6-inch, or is this like a bigger?
This is a bigger one. This is like a 10-inch type of thing. Well, like 9, 10-inch or something like that. I remember. Yeah, it's just like I forgot the exact thing. Like it breaks out of its kryptonite chains.
Okay.
Yeah, and just like what the new 52 style, right? Kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's like a fun little action, toy for kids, and that's what it like. They were very adamant about this, the kids line, and even on the signage at Toy Fair, they said the collector's line coming in January 2027. So like at the stroke of midnight, Todd McFarlane turns into a pumpkin, and then all the DC toy rights go Mattel, and I hope on the 1st of January they just put out something amazing, just an image of something of their toy lineup.
Yeah, that would be neat. Like a first wave. One thing I think would be cool, and I have no idea what their approach is going to be, but I'm a fan of like themed waves where you can buy a whole wave and it completes like a either like a film or a team or that sort of thing. Like if they were to take that approach, and it's not like 5 random like Batman and Superman figures, but it's a purposeful, like an instant like mini collection, like that sort of thing. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, and I think that's what was the big, a big point of contention and criticism with Marvel Legends was their Build-A-Figure wave. They all felt like, what do they have to do with one another? Like sometimes they will all fit thematically, but then they're like, why are we doing 3 Deadpools or something or whatever? Like obviously Deadpool had blown up, and maybe it makes a little bit more sense with Deadpool, but yeah, it just felt like every character was sort of scattered, which maybe that is good because you get a mixture of everything. But then I think people are like, no, I want to like have, like you said, like build a mini team, right? But then in the mini team, you are selling to a general market, so you need to have a heavy hitter in your mini team. You need to have a Batman, you need to have a Superman, you need to have a Wonder Woman. Like those are the 3 main. So
right.
Just like with Marvel Legends, you would have, if it wasn't Spider-Man, you would have a Deadpool. If it wasn't Deadpool, you would have a Wolverine. And so maybe as the line goes on and if successful, then they can be like, okay, we're gonna we'll just do a wave, and it's just building a specific,
yes,
or something, So I do like the idea of like, I wish it was like, oh, every line that comes out, like every wave is like it's its own little collection you get to build.
Right.
Cool.
Would be cool. Things to dream of. Yeah, so I'll be looking forward to seeing what they do. And will I buy it? Maybe I'll buy it.
Maybe.
I want to take a quick look at the packaging for these. I feel like I pre-ordered these, gosh, like a year and a half ago. I don't remember how long it's been, but a long time ago. But yeah, so finally here are some boxed images from Hasbro of the real Ghostbusters Ecto Glow figures. So these are the classic ghosts. Now the figures already came out. They were out at Comic-Con last year, and they're a lot of fun. But I was most excited for these ghosts. Back in the day, the real Ghostbusters, like that was one of the first toy lines that I had a lot of as a kid. Like just so many. Like I love the ghosts. I just had so many of them. But the one thing I never had was the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like I just never. Other kids had him, and I was like, I hate you. But like, yeah, like I don't know why. It's just one of those things. I had everything else, but I didn't. Well, not everything else, but a lot of other things. But I never had Stay Puft, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when Hasbro made him back in 2020, I was like, oh my god, finally, here's my chance. But now the Ecto Glow version, like this is really cool. And back at Comic-Con, I had a conversation with Chris Rife from Hasbro, and he said that he had gone to the factory to see early production samples of different things, and these were among them. And he said that they are so bright that they're some of the brightest glow in the dark figures he's ever seen. So I'm hoping that ends up being the case, because like I know it's such a gimmicky thing, but I love glow in the dark. It's a 90s kid. It's like, yeah, glow in the dark. Give me more of that.
Oh yeah, 90s to me is like, oh yeah, who doesn't love glow in the dark? Like it's awesome. They're the best things. So yeah.
I'm excited to finally get these.
I can tell.
Yeah. So there's also the Ecto one, or the Ecto Glow, more appropriately.
Indeed.
Boxed image of that looks fantastic. And then there's the vehicle there. So I'm just as excited for this too. I don't know where I'm going to put it. It's the thing. It's like, there's so many things that always come out, and it's like, does it replace my regular Ecto one? Like, probably not, right? So
I would say no. I say you've drank too much Mr. Pibb if you feel like this is going to replace your Mr. one.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You're drunk on Mr. Pibb. No, I do like the glow in the dark stuff. I do like the idea of Stay Puft and Slimer. That's cool. It's Slimer, right? Slimer, Stay Puft.
Yes.
Thank God. Yeah, those are cool for me. I would like to display them. I just got a shelf on Facebook Marketplace recently, and so I was like, I had the perfect tops to have my Ecto one, and then my my rooftop Ghostbusters, and so I had that there. So I love to have some real Ghostbusters, representation there, and so. I think the glow in the dark ones would work. I do have the Spangler from Mondo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still back and forth. Like, do I complete the team? Do I just get the Ghostbusters and then bypass the amazing Ghosts? I didn't get Janine, and yeah, I just it's hard. It's a hard buy for those, as opposed to getting the rooftop scene for the price of one real Ghostbuster figure from Mondo. So
right,
yeah, that's just how I reason to get the pack instead of getting all the real Ghostbusters. But I do have Egon Spengler, so maybe I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's such a tough thing, right? Because I mean, they're the price on them, right? That's what for me just makes it. I mean, I bought them, but
yeah.
I didn't buy everything 100%. I got the first two figures with the ghosts, but then the Sandman ghost, I skipped that one, and then the one after that I skipped that one. But and yeah, Janine, I missed her, and that was my fault. I was so busy. I was like, I knew it in my head that the deadline was coming to pre-order, and I just missed it. I woke up one morning, I'm like, I need to go pre-order that, and it was already too late. So I hope they put her. I hope they stock her for sure, but
I'm sure. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess that one was different because the deluxe was the table and her crossed legs. So, what would the single pack be for Janine? I don't know.
I don't really have room for the desk, so I'm okay if it's just
her.
Yeah, if it's not that.
Hmm.
But I think, I mean, I feel like you need the crew, right? It's like, I mean, I like, yeah, having one is great, but well, here, this is what I have so far, just those two, because that's all that's out. But my Egon is kind of messed up. Like, I don't know how much I can like zoom into this, but his lower
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's a little
oh,
swollen.
ankle pop.
Yeah, so I mean, I mean, I can move it and he stands just fine, but yeah, it's a little annoying for what you're paying for them.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it can be annoying. Like if it's like on a it's annoying on a $20 figure.
Yeah,
It is a pain in the rear, as they say, if it's $100 figure and that's happening to you. But I hear
yeah.
the Mondo customer service is great. So I don't know if you reached out to them.
I have not. The thing is that I waited months to open it just because I didn't have anywhere for it until one day I did some spring cleaning and I was like, okay, now it's gonna go on the shelf. But I mean, I could try. But I do love the ghosts.
Oh,
They're so good.
Boogeyman is so creepy and so they did an amazing job making Boogeyman.
Yeah. When I put these on the shelf, I kind of was like, should I have gotten Sandman and the other one? But I'm like, no, I just don't. I don't have the room to do them all. So
Can I feel like
no.
if you can select a few. My thing is like, okay, I would love to get the Ghost. I secretly hope, and we'll see if it happens, that Mondo does a real Ghostbuster Stay Puff, like 112 scale. You know, they do massive figures, right?
Yeah.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility. That would be my thing. And then it's like, okay, well then that's where the investment goes into is for a Stay Puff. And then
Oh,
all my
man.
dreams will come true.
Yes. Yeah, that would like for sure be like a dream. The only other
Can you
company
can
that
you imagine like can you imagine that like it's like also glow in the dark too? You know,
oh
like
my
that
god.
kind of thing.
The only other company that's made like a giant like and you know what, it was obviously not 100% in scale because it was a 6-inch but it was the Mattel did one when they did Maddie collectors.
Yeah.
um and I had it for a time, but a common issue with that one was like for whatever reason once you opened it and put it on the shelf, the color started to like turn yellow.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, I love it, but the yellow's bothering. I ended up selling it, but it was such
Yeah.
a cool thing. I mean, I hope that there's something on that level again at some point.
Yeah, it's like he got peed on, you know, he just turned a little yellow Stay Puff. Yeah, that would be cool. That's like my thing. A firehouse, you know. I do regret back in the day, and not even that long ago, like we're talking what, like 8 years ago, not getting the real Ghostbusters Diamond Select versions, so that you could build. I mean, not just to have those, but also so you can build the firehouse, at least the front of it, you know. And then not getting the deluxe Ghostbusters, the movie one, so you can build the rooftop scene, which is like insane. It's a huge diorama.
Yeah,
That was cool.
it is. I have a lot of the parts, but I never finished.
Never finished it.
Never finished.
How
Thank you,
far did
Gabriel.
you get?
So I got all the real Ghostbusters. I got all those, and then
Oh,
I was kind of selective with I think I got the movie ones. I have each of the movie, like the main Ghostbusters, and I was selective with like some of the other stuff that they did, like the secondary characters.
yeah.
I don't think I ever did like Louis Tully, or I don't think I ever did who else did they do? I got the Terror Dog. Did you get those?
The Janine Gozer,
I don't think I got Gozer.
the Peck.
I got
Peck.
Walter Peck because he had the containment unit, but
Ah, see,
he didn't have a. I don't think he had a build. I
the
don't think he had
dial.
a piece of that. Yeah. But those are awesome from what I've seen, even like with the Hasbro Ghostbusters in there or the Mondo ones, even like that makes a really nice backdrop.
Oh, I have no doubt, and I regret just like not getting those real Ghostbusters. I mean, immediately the aftermarket prices on those were crazy, like $200 each when they were like $30 figures.
Yeah, it's insane. But thank you for the tip, Gabriel. I will reach out for sure. And thanks for this comment, Dodgson. I like it. Toast to the Cantina. May we continue to support this special place for us collectors, share our finds and acquisitions, and may our pockets be empty and shelves be stocked with figures. I like it. Thank you for that. Cheers to that, Dodgson. All right. Well, let's go ahead and shift gears into Star Wars. We're going to go ahead and talk briefly about the reveal from today, which was this right here from the Black Series. Amazon. I don't know if it's only Amazon, but Amazon is where you can pre-order it right now. $59.99. So it is a Knights of the Old Republic 2-pack. It's got Darth Nihilus, which was previously released. So this one does look a little bit different. And then Darth Treya, both in this 2-pack. I didn't see this one coming. What do you think about this one, Mikey?
Cool. I mean, I like Knights of the Old Republic. The Darth Nihilus is great. I don't think I ever got the first version. I think they've done a better job this year and last year with character selection, the Black Series, which I think was obviously one of the big criticisms they had for a long time. And then also filling out their figures with stuff that makes it worth it. So like accessories, soft goods, all those kind of things that people always ask for. And it looks like it's here in this pack. I anything that's of Old Republic, I'm pretty much in for, like I'll take it. So it was, I wasn't expecting it, and it looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, it does look good. I never played the second game, but I am familiar with like the characters because there's merchandise of them. But yeah, it's cool. It's a neat set. I don't really know the importance of the 3 purple sabers, but I
don't remember either. I played the second one. I just don't like the first one's always forefront in my mind when I think of Star Wars games, but maybe it's time to go back and play Coach or Do. So it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Is this the same? Is there anything new about Nihilus?
I have the original figure, and I mean, I don't know what is different here, but I just know that it looks different from the one I have. Like, I feel like the one I have looks a little bit bulkier, maybe.
Well, it does have like the soft like upper piece too that tucks in to the waist.
Yeah, I think it has more plastic than this does, and I think the person that would know would be Britt. I think she's still watching here. She would definitely know. But yeah, I don't know. To me, it looks a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Such a cool design, though.
Oh, thank you for Obi-Wan. She uses the Force to hover her blades around her.
That's cool. Can you go back to her?
Yeah.
Well, funny you said nope. I don't think so. Oh yeah, you can see the little hooks they have for the lightsaber. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. Now it makes sense what the little floaty things are.
Yeah, I was wondering what they're like, little tornadoes or something, or icicles. But
they look like little ghosts to me or something.
A little ghost with mouths on them.
Okay, thank you, Britt. So the older Nihilus has the 2013 Darth Maul legs.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so that is outdated. Then.
Get that out of here.
And the soft goods are new. Cool. Thank you, Britt.
Okay, yeah.
So you know what's coming up, right?
Unfortunately.
In a few weeks. May the 4th.
Hey! Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, May the 4th. All right, let's take a quick look at these here. So Hasbro is doing some interesting things here. Let me hop off of this one for just a moment so we can take a gander into the Hasbro stuff. So they're doing a few different May the 4th Black Series figures. And I mean, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I don't know that these are anything I'm going to be looking to acquire.
You weren't instantly like, I gotta get these. I can't eat everything I've wanted for so long.
No.
I'm shocked, really.
I mean, it's interesting. It's different. It's gimmicky. It's silly, and there's something that's kind of cool that comes along with that. But so there's a few different ones, right? There's the Scout Trooper. Scout Trooper is wearing a very thickly knitted T-shirt. It says Endor Biker Club Ride or Die, which, that's fun. And then it's got a target practice of an Ewok where it's missed all of the shots. So
Gee, that's fun. That's the exact reaction.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Is it something I need? No. There's also a battle droid. This one's through Target. This one also has a shirt with Roger Robotics.
That's very cute.
It is cute. It is cute. And then it also has like the maroon color, which they haven't done before.
You gotta get it. You gotta get it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been doing as much. I used to be like back in 2013. I was all in on Black Series, and I was all in up through like the Force Awakens, and then it just got too big. So I'm like, but yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's a better figure
I do love that the target is just on the lightsaber and not on Obi-Wan.
Right.
Very clever. Very clever.
It is clever. The Biker Scout was exclusive through Fan Channel. And then the third one, who's the third one?
Whoa. The Stormtrooper.
Oh, is it the Stormtrooper? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll back here so we can find it.
Like
I remember he got it early. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. So the Stormtrooper. Yeah. This one is basically a Stormtrooper that also has a shirt. And this one says, pew, 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 squad goals. And then it's got Han Solo as the target. And like the other ones, all the shots have been missed, but the Stormtrooper itself has not been missed because it does have some blast shots on it.
Nice. I get it. It's a joke because they always miss.
Yes. And this is the Walmart exclusive figure.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. I'm not gonna be like, you know what? They're silly figures. It's May the 4th. Would it have been cool to do something else? Maybe. But they're silly figures. You know, like, am I gonna get mad over silly figures?
Nah.
I don't think so. Maybe part of me wants to be like, what are we doing? But you know what? Who cares, man? You know, like they're fun celebratory figures. You know, next year is a big year, obviously, for Star Wars. But I mean, actually, this year, right? In '76. I mean, is 26th to 50th?
27.
27. Okay, see, there you go. So that's why. That's why this is like, this is like a floating year. This is like next year is going to be a huge May the 4th. You know, they have celebration in Los Angeles. There's going to be a big thing. This is just like, let's take it easy, guys. I don't know, it's just something silly and fun. You know, next year's a big year. And so it's like, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm fine. If you want to have little cute shirts on your Stormtroopers.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, it's like the Christmas ones and the Halloween ones. You know, they're just like extra things. You know, do you need them? Not really, but if you want to, they're fun.
Exactly. Were you expecting? Did you have any expectations for what May the 4th would bring for this Black Series, or you're like, wasn't really on my radar?
Was not thinking about it whatsoever. So.
Yeah. I would say if this was the 50th way of celebrating, it would have been very lackluster. It would have been very disappointing,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would have been a whole different situation.
A whole different situation. That's why for me, it's like this is just like a floating year. This is a gap year,
Yeah, gap year.
That's how I take it. And so next year, it's like, okay, they got to line up something super special because you get your gap year. This is your gap year. You get these old figures, and then you just slap on a shirt.
Yep.
It's fine. That's fine.
And I mean, I guess theoretically, you might be able to put this shirt on any figure you want. So
you can get it off. Yeah, I mean, it's off Stormtrooper, so I'm sure you just pull it off. I'm sure it's somewhat elastic. So yeah, like That it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me, and I feel so free to feel like it doesn't bother me when something silly like this is coming out because it should be silly, right? But it's fine. It doesn't bother me because next year it's like okay, where you put all the chips in and you do
Yeah,
something really special for the 50th.
definitely. Speaking of May the 4th, there's also Disney Parks merchandise coming. So it's not just Hasbro that's getting in on the action.
Mm.
Disney Parks is going to be doing this 4-pack of the BDX droids.
Very cute.
Yeah, so these are going to be coming out on May the 4th online, probably in the parks as well.
Mm.
And it's just a little 4-pack of those droids. So I love droids. I try to get all the different droids that they do. So I'm definitely in on these. Hopefully they are priced accordingly to the size, though.
They're like this big, probably.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're like
Tiny, tiny little things.
an inch and a half, right? 2 inches, maybe.
Yeah. Some people would say that's substantial, but you know, these are great.
Yeah, I like the colors. The colors are definitely fun. So
Yeah, I do.
will
Very,
pick them up
very cute.
either way. May the 4th online, 11 a.m. Eastern time.
May the 4th.
May the 4th.
Cool. Yeah. I don't do a lot of Disney stuff, but I mean, maybe I don't know. I'm okay.
Yeah. Lando Calrissian Skiff Guard helmet. So this is going to be sold through Disney as well. They do their own helmets, obviously, like Hasbro does their Black Series helmets, but Disney does their own variety of helmets as well. And there's different ones. And this is another one they're adding. I think it's pretty cool. It's not another trooper. It's not, it's something that's different. So
It's different. I like that. That's a cool one. I do tend to think whenever I see this helmet, I think of just all the Lando peg warmers I would see in every Target aisle, which is like so much of Skiff Guard Lando. And I always feel bad for him. He's just destined to be a peg warmer for some reason. But it's cool. It's like a very cool helmet. So, what? Yeah, that's awesome. The hooks and everything, like the little like claws that come out. That's awesome. It's cool.
yeah, I dig it. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up, but maybe it looks fun.
You said something different. Something different from a stormtrooper.
Something different from a trooper, and it is in the Solo movie too.
There you go.
We see it there too.
Is there something outside of stormtrooper helmets you want?
They've done Vader, they've done Kylo, they've done clone troopers, they've done Imperial troopers, they've done the Stranger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else they could do that you could wear on your head. Maybe they could do Dengar. They could do like his head wrap or something.
There you go, Dengar. They've done Tusken Raiders, right?
Yeah, Tusken Raider.
Tusken Raider. How about Cad Bane's hat? How about just his hat?
Ooh, okay. I might be interested in that one.
Right. You could use that like a summer hat too,
Yeah, you could do that.
You do Cad Bane's hat. I mean, like obviously Jordan Troopers is like the coolest thing to wear, but there's gotta be some other stuff that'd be more interesting. Like this is cool. Like it's fine, but it's not like the most visually striking. I mean, besides like the little things that come on the side of his mouth, but yeah, I'm trying to think of what else could work. C-3PO head.
They've done that one. It's not wearable, but they have done it.
They need a wearable one,
Yeah, they could do that. They could do I don't know, battle droid head might not work.
Just give me a Greedo mask,
What about Rothgar Dang?
Rothgar Dang. Rothgar Dang.
I'll pull him up. If you're ready to
Yes. I love it. That's
Of course,
perfect.
Rothgar Dang.
Yeah, that's it. Rothgar, dang, that's awful.
So
Oh,
in the
oh.
yeah, so in the in the Rise of Skywalker book, like the art book, because they do like a book for every movie.
Mm-hmm.
It mentions Rothgar Dang, and it strongly hints that he is Dengar, just like trying to prolong his life. And now this is what he looks like.
Oh, yeah, it looks like him. It looks just like Dengar in the robot suit,
Yeah,
the droid body.
yeah,
How
very
about
similar.
what about Lobot? How about just like the little things that go on the side
Ooh,
of the head?
oh, that's a good one. You wear it on your the Lobot. That would be interesting.
Lobot headpiece, you know?
What about what's her name? Jabba's dancer.
The Twi'lek?
No. Um, what is her name? Gragra or
Oh, the one with yes. Yarna?
Yarna Delgargan. That's the one.
I mean, if you're gonna give me the headpiece, give me the whole suit. Go all out. Oh, look at that beauty.
That would be interesting.
I want the whole thing. It's that Palpatine with Yarna's costume down there in the photo.
Is it?
That's good stuff. No, I thought I did, but yeah, give me the whole bodysuit of Yarna.
Not just the headpiece.
Oh, poor Yarna. poor Yarna. Yeah.
Poor Yarna.
I'll do that. Great. These are great ideas.
Who?
These are great ideas.
Oh yeah, of course. They're stellar ideas.
Yeah.
So hopefully Disney is listening to us.
They would be fools not to.
Obviously. Okay, so what else do we have from Disney parks? So there's also, let's see if he's got a picture of it here. I don't think I saw it, but yeah, there's a Jedi Temple Guard mask as well, in addition to the Lando one. I don't see a picture of it here, but we will find it. So it's the mask, which I think they made before, and also it has a lightsaber that comes with it.
Oh, that's a good lightsaber. My favorite memory of getting a lightsaber was when I worked at Toys R Us, and it was my last day. I was quitting, and I don't know if anyone's familiar with Toys R Us or worked there at any point in their lives, or retail for that matter. In the back stock room, they would have items that were opened or returned, and so you would have to send them back to the manufacturer. And so we had carts full of stuff. Inside there was a display Obi-Wan lightsaber. Now, like, we're not going to send this back, are we? But that was the plan. So I figured to give myself a severance package of working at Toys R Us for so many years that I should take the lightsaber, and I did. So
nice.
Toys R Us for that beautiful Obi-Wan lightsaber.
That's cool. I worked at Toys R Us too for a time.
Oh, there you go.
That was a long time ago, but yeah, I was working at Best Buy and Toys R Us, and they were right next door to each other.
Oh so man, double duty. I
know. So I would get out of the Best Buy, and I would change the blue shirt to the red shirt. Then I'd go into Toys R Us.
Like a Mrs. Doubtfire situation.
It was a long day. It was a really long, like doing.
Did you ever do the opposite, where you went to Toys R Us and wore the Best Buy shirt, and went to Best Buy and wore the Toys R Us shirt? Because you're like, I don't remember, I forget.
No, I never had that mishap, but yeah, it was, man, those were the days. That was feels like a whole lifetime ago. But
I did the morning shifts at Toys R Us, and I can't do mornings. I'm terrible. So I would stock for about an hour, and then I go into the back room, and I mean, it's like kind of like that movie about the guy that broke into Toys R Us and just like hid there. I forgot the name of it, but the Channing Tatum one. I kind of did that when I worked at Toys R Us. I would go into a corner and just like sleep for an hour until I got called on the intercom They're like, Michael, where are you? Michael, come to the front. I go like, oh, I get up, I grab a Reese's Pieces, throw them in my mouth, and then I walk out, and they're like, "What's up, boss? How you doing?" So, good times, very very good times. And then,
Yeah.
funny enough, my wife, not Borat style, but um, her stepdad was one of my managers at Toys R Us.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Julio. Shout out to Julio. Roofman. That's it. Yeah, a roofman. So it was very much like a roofman situation where I just like hid for an hour, and or like stayed in the bathroom for an hour, so to kind of avoid putting pallets away. But sometimes they were cool. Sometimes I find like really awesome Marvel Legends. I would put them away and buy them later after my shift ended.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people tell me, "Oh, that must have been so cool working at Toys R Us." But I'm like, "Well, you never had to deal with cleaning up the kid vomit, and like, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Answering.
it was not glamorous whatsoever." And
It was.
those were long days. I'd go into Best Buy at 6 in the morning because I worked in the warehouse,
Oh,
and then I would sometimes like during the holiday season, I'd be leaving Toys R Us like at midnight. It was
oh,
just
dude, the holidays in retail are the worst, and
yeah,
like they're still bad now, but they're not like how they were back
no,
in
not at all.
like, are you so you're like what, this like early 2000s then for you, or like mid 2000s?
This was like late 2000s.
Late 2000s. Okay, so yeah, so the 2000 era, dude. It was like, I mean, like this is like before the heyday of internet shopping, right? So
Yes.
everyone would line up. I remember going to Toys R Us so early, and there was just a line around the store to get in. I just like, it was awful. It was so awful. Like all that time period, like 92,000, when it was just insane. Like retail had just blown up in such a way, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Different time.
it's crazy, crazy, crazy.
It was. I worked a Black Friday at Best Buy like one morning, one year, and we stood there like off to the side, and we just like watched everybody come in and like run like to where they want to whatever they wanted to buy, and it was just like insane.
Yeah, they were like It was like the gazelles in Lion King, just like
Yep.
running with each
Stampede.
other, just like, yeah, stampede. Always a stampede in any sort of place. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I participated in one, and it was more so for Midnight Madness, for Star Wars stuff. That was it. That's different. That's not the
Yeah, it's
same.
different. Are you familiar with Toy Bro on YouTube?
Yes.
So he used to work at Toys R Us too. So I'm kind of feeling like we should do like a former Toys R Us employees stream
Oh
sometime.
yeah, yeah. Like a trauma dump.
Yeah, share war stories.
Oh, I have so many. I dressed up as Jeffrey one time. I made a little girl cry.
My God.
It's great. It's great.
Anyway, here's the mask. This is the Jedi
Anyway,
Temple Guard mask,
yeah.
and it does have a lightsaber. So this is a lightsaber they actually had before, but now it's colored a little bit differently.
Mm,
It was a legacy lightsaber that they sold,
okay.
but now you can get it with the wearable Temple Guard mask, and this one retails for $190. Kind of pricey. Yeah, yeah, but cool to see nonetheless.
Cool. Math is cool.
Yeah, it is a neat mask. It definitely is a neat mask. Let's see, what else do we got here? We've got some. Oh, these are really neat, and I kind of thought I was out from collecting this sort of stuff, but let's take a quick look at it. So the parks are big on their popcorn buckets, right? Like that's a really big thing,
Mhm.
and they have a few coming for May the 4th. The first one is this one right here.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a Protocol Droid bucket for popcorn, and salvage Protocol Droid. So looks a little Clone Warsy to me, I would say.
Mhm. A little bit.
And yeah, it comes out on May 28th. Looks like it lights up, and it's got the strap so you can carry it on your person. They've also got this mug right here. This is going to be at Oga's Cantina on the same day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a tiki inspired sort of highly embossed DJ Rex mug.
Yeah.
Looks nice. The back of it has the IG-88 heads.
Nice. Very intricate. That's cool. I
That
like
is
that
a
one.
nice touch. I kind of want that now that I'm seeing it like up close. Well, through a screen. And then they're also doing this right here. This is a Bantha sipper.
Excuse me?
A Bantha sipper.
A Bantha sipper. Where does the straw go? Oh, okay. The hatch.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I like it. I'm tempted by this one, I gotta say.
They're good. These are good. I like these more than the Black Series Made the Force stuff already.
Maybe this could fit in for the Black Series.
Yeah. Oh, Disney doing it right. Disney doing it right with these.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. It's
Yeah.
cute. It's a cute Bantha. Look at the paint wash on his horn. That's pretty good.
Hey man, there's some detail in there, you know?
They did.
Yep.
But I've saved the possibly, arguably, the best for last. And that is going to be the sail barge popcorn bucket.
That thing is so awesome. Everyone's gonna be going for this, obviously. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Including me. I probably need to get it too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm surprised because the sail barge, like collectors, OG Star Wars fans, like from before, like the prequels, like the sail barge is very, it's prominent, seared in your brain as something from Star Wars, right? But it's not like at this point in time, like when you factor in like all the content that's come since then, I don't think it's like one of the more iconic Star Wars vehicles. It's not like a TIE fighter or an X-Wing or a Death Star, just something that's more prominent in our minds. But
yeah.
So the fact that they went with the sail barge is interesting to me, but it's also really cool. I mean, the execution of it. I mean, you got some figurines in there, it looks like, or at least they're sculpted in there or something.
Yeah, the light coming down too on them. That's really cool. I think the sail barge is just like it's not even the vehicle, it's just an iconic set piece, right?
Yeah.
And it's a centerpiece of everything that's happening, It's Luke, lightsaber, Boba Fett dying, there's everyone going all out, the death of Jabba, Leia, taking him out. There's so much happening. It's such a climactic event, And so and the sail barge is just such an iconic piece of it. Maybe that's it, and it's so massive. So it's like for me, like I imagine like a sand crawler with those would be really cool, right? It's like a bucket, a little popcorn bucket. But the sail barge is awesome, and it's like for the people that never got the HasLab, maybe this is their way of sort of getting their sail barge.
Could be, could very well be.
I think so.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. It's really cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Yellow Salacious Crumb in there,
Yeah, Salacious, Jabba, you get the hookah thing. You get C-3PO and R2-D2 with the drink tray on his head.
Yeah, that's great.
I wonder if there's like a yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think this is a cover right here. It looks like there's a cover that kind of goes over that.
Is it just to show there's something in there? Is there any sort of purpose, or just like it looks cool, which is fine. Like that being the purpose of it looking cool, it's all you need. So
yeah, I think it does cover the whole thing, but if you want to look at it, you can take it off.
How big is it?
I don't know, and I don't know where the popcorn goes in. So
that's what I'm wondering. I thought that, it doesn't look like it can go up top.
Yeah, I'm thinking this probably looks bigger than it's actually going to be.
You can imagine like the massive sail barge.
It's not going to be like the HasLab or anything like that.
It's like a samurai boat, It's like a sushi boat, that kind of thing. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like a sushi boat barge. That's what it should be.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about their other buckets, it's probably going to be like maybe 8, I don't know, the longest maybe like 16 inches, something like that. Okay. I'm just guessing. I don't know, 18 inches. I don't know.
Hefties.
We shall see.
We shall see. It's cool though. Yeah, definitely the fourth one.
I think that covers the Disney park stuff. There are a couple lightsabers that are coming out. So I think we saw that. But there's also, I wonder who it was that posted it. So I know we talked about this before the show. We haven't seen the mall series yet. We haven't watched.
No,
because who has time to watch cartoons?
We're people with jobs, and we have bills. We can't just like put on a cartoon. What are we, children? No. Let's talk about toys like adults do. All right.
I know.
That's what we have time for. We've been doing this podcast for 2 hours. We don't have other stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite. No, I think actually after we talk now, I'm like, okay, I kind of want to watch. So my thing for me is I'm going to watch all of the Star Wars media that I missed in the last 10 years. That's my goal this year.
That's a good goal. Being that it's an off year and such.
It's an off year. So this is, off year where I can take time to do all that and absorb all that Star Wars goodness I've missed. But this is, it's cool. Lightsaber.
Yeah. Hey, Figurecraft. How's it going? Yeah, so this lightsaber belongs to, who's the character? Devon Izara from the Maw series.
Yep. Know him very well.
And you can purchase it already. There was a little bit of controversy with it because it was priced quite a bit higher on the Disney Store website than it is in the parks. But I heard that there were some folks that were able to get the price adjusted if they bought it online. So
okay, nice.
That is, it's definitely promising there.
That's cool. I mean, maybe I watch it and I'll want it. I don't know. Possible.
I know, that's the thing. Maybe we'll see it and then we'll be like, yeah, give it to me. And then there's one more item. Let's see if we can find it here. Where are ya? Let's see, where did this come from? Oh, I posted this and I don't even remember where I got it. And nobody else has posted it. How interesting. Where did I even find this?
Got the scoop?
I don't know.
Victoria's got the scoop.
Did I leak something I wasn't supposed to?
Uh-oh.
No, I didn't. It was on Instagram. Like literally was other people posted it. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and zap my way over there real quick. So this is posted by Figure Brian is on Instagram. So this is actually a returning lightsaber. This is the Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know if it's Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones. There is a difference. But it's basically going to be that right there, his lightsaber, which they did offer this years ago, but now it's going to be coming as like a set that has the blade and it has the stand.
Oh, yes.
So, you get everything you need in one go, which is cool.
Sweet.
But yeah, I don't know if it's more the Phantom Menace or the Attack of the Clones, so that's TBD. But
okay. It looks, to my eye, it looks like the Attack of the Clones, but I could be wrong.
It could be. I have no clue.
Great, thanks. That really solved it.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Could be.
Maybe the box will say.
Great investigation, Victoria.
Really, yes, good work. Good work. Pat on the back.
Yeah, really solved the case.
Yeah, we solved the case. That's what we do. Yeah, and I think that does it for May the 4th stuff. I think that does it for news this week. So that's going to take us into the final. I don't want to say final. I'm trying to think. Should we inaugurate you first or after new acquisitions?
I feel like the inauguration should happen at the end.
Okay.
So like we're leading up to that,
Okay. So do not disappear, you guys. If you're staying for new acquisitions, usually that is our last segment, but there's going to be a bonus segment after that. So don't leave. there's going to be an inauguration. You don't want to miss it because it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Real quick though, I want to try something first. I want to see if I can wear the Stacey tin. I'm so dumb.
You need to shift a little bit the other side. There it is. A little bit. Yeah, you kind of got it. But now you need the brain to come out of your head. So that
the horns or whatever.
Yeah, the brainy horns.
They're invisible.
Oh, wow. Nice tech.
I'll go back to that side. I like that side.
I'm perfectly, I'm so in perfect position.
Yes. We don't want to disturb that.
No, just leave this perfectly as is.
All right. So let's do new acquisitions, and then we'll do the we'll have an inauguration. I won't say what kind yet, but okay. So this is new acquisitions. These are brand new things that we've been adding to our collections, things that you've been adding to your collections. So let's go ahead and in the world of new acquisitions, let's see what new acquisitions are to be.
New acquisitions.
All right.
Yeah, it says, hey, Tim Brain, what's going on?
All right. Mikey, you may go first. Is there anything you want to tell us or show us that you've recently acquired?
When I first saw this figure at New York Comic Con, I knew I had to have it. I held it. I was just so excited for it. And I finally picked it up. Took a little bit, but it's here in my hand. I finally picked up my damn Kyle Katarn.
Nice.
And I'm just so happy about it. Yeah, this is one that I had been wanting for, last 10 years, So to finally have it in my collection, I thought he came out really well. Like the rubbery plastic he has, it's really good detail, accessories, just what you need. Yeah, so really happy to have him in my Star Wars collection and my collection overall.
Nice, I like it.
Mm-hmm. You have, that's Star Wars related, but I did get this. This is the Mafex Hush Robin.
Nice.
And there's some things about it that aren't the best. The arms are a little weird, but man, I've been wanting a Tim Drake Robin for so long, and I'm just excited to have it and to have him in my Batman display. Yeah. And in case you want one, he will be available at HiddenTempleToys.com.
Ooh, okay. HiddenTempleToys.com. We'll have to put the link back in the description. So I kind of feel like I need that because I have the Hush Batman, so I kind of feel like I need the Robin to go with it.
Yes. If you get Batman, you gotta have Robin. And maybe if you want another Batman, I finally got my Mezco Batman.
Yes.
And look, I gotta say, Mezco can be hit or miss. I hate their Keaton Batman with a fiery passion, but
it's horrible.
It's the most terrible toy I've ever had in my life. Still waiting for them to respond to my customer service email. It's been 3 years, but this Batman, I think they did a really good job. Been just like the perfect 1/12 scale. It's good. It's very good. It's not quite there, but I do love its presence. The cape is really good. It moves very well for this kind of it's not the best, but it gets the job done. And it's really hard to get the proportions right, but I think they did a really bang up job. Yeah. And so I'm really, really happy to have this. And yeah, that's what I got.
Awesome. I just realized that one of mine is across the room, so I'm gonna have to grab it real quick. But I'm gonna start off with what I have right here.
Okay.
Okay. So this one came in today. This is kind of a random one, but I got this NECA poster series Jaws.
Nice.
Yeah. I think I pre-ordered this one 8 months ago, so it's finally came in. Kept getting pushed back. I don't know if I'm gonna open it. I really like the box. It's got the poster in the back.
So cool.
And it's kind of meant to just represent the poster.
Yeah.
So I may just leave it in the box like that. I'm not really sure yet. I kind of want to open it too, though. So I don't know. We'll see. I have to think about that one.
Yeah. If anything, you just take off the little plastic string that's on it, and then
yeah. That's a good point. It's a very good point. Last week I was at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I was at Disneyland, so I picked up the new droid, Double D, DDBD. I don't know who named him, but Double D.
Shout out to them.
And yeah, this is from Solo: A Star Wars Story, so glad to have him. So far, I've picked up all 4 of them, like on the day of release, like in the park. But that's not going to happen for the next couple because I won't be able to do that. So I'll have to order them online. This came in this week. This is the Hasbro, the Vintage Collection Imperial Remnant Trooper 4-pack.
Ooh,
These are from the Mandalorian and Grogu.
nice.
So I'll probably be opening those guys up this weekend. I've got a couple of dinosaurs. So I've been really behind on like Beasts of the Mesozoic, which are made by Creative Beast Studio.
Yes.
David Silva, we've had him on the show here before. But this is the Allosaurus.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's great. It is great.
Very cool.
I don't know. One day I was watching what's the new dinosaur series on Netflix? I was watching it the other day. Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. The Dinosaurs. I think it's just called The Dinosaurs.
It's called Dinosaurs. Okay.
And I started thinking like, shoot, I'm behind on Beasts of the Mesozoic. So I'm like, no, let me jump on there. Let me see what I've missed lately. And I had to get myself Allosaurus.
Yeah.
And he is really nice. This is Allosaurus fragilis. They also make the other Allosaurus, but it's one of the Cyberzoic.
Oh yeah, I see the Cyberzoic stuff. It looks cool too.
Super cool. And then I got a big one right here. This is really hard. This is the Stegosaurus.
Wow, look at that.
Look how big it is. It's a big Stegosaurus.
It's like leaning on you. It's like,
yeah. It's
crushing your head.
This is this is a big one. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I know this might be sacrilegious, but I was thinking of so I have my Cantina behind me. And my Cantina is like my most prized thing in my collection.
Mm-hmm.
Half of it is over here. This is the actual like the bar and everything. And then the other half is the Streets of Mos Eisley. So I was kind of thinking of removing the Streets of Mos Eisley and finding somewhere else for it to go and putting some of these big dinosaurs on there because I don't really have like I have Jurassic stuff on the wall on this other area, but I don't have like anywhere to put my Creative Beast Studio stuff. So I was kind of thinking of doing that, but I don't know.
Then you disrupt the flow of Mos Eisley to the Cantina, right? It's like you have a scene, you have like a world built.
I have a scene, but then I also have vertical space, and that's a commodity.
It is a commodity, yeah.
And the last thing I got, you know what? I'm not going to go grab it. You already showed it, but I did also get the animated series Mezco Batman.
Nice. Did you open it yet?
I did. For my purposes, it's fine. I just needed to stand by the McFarlane Batmobile. So, or rather, no. Let me correct myself. I needed to stand next to the DC Direct Batmobile, the black one, because that's what I have on the shelf. So that's where he is. The other ones fall over too easily, the DC Direct ones. So
yeah, I hate that one.
Yeah, so I know the articulation's kind of junky on it, but it's he serves his purpose for my collection.
I agree. Like it serves the purpose what you need. Like if like you're not gonna do crazy posing on it, but even then, like he's got some decent he can do little splitsies and got double joints, you know. Like,
yeah, he's fine.
It's fine. It's fine, and he looks really good. He like the tailoring on the outfit is actually really good. So, and he's got enough range to
tailoring is nice.
Yeah. So
yeah, the only other Mezco I have is also the '89 Batman, and you're right.
That is the worst one to have.
I know. So, but it's '89 Batman, right? So it was like no question. I ordered him as soon as I could. So I went to it was I think it was a couple years ago, SDCC. Because remember, that figure kept getting delayed over and over and over and over.
Yep.
I think that's the longest figure I've ever waited for. It was like 3 years or 4 years. It was a long time.
Yeah.
So it should have been perfect, right? Theoretically.
It should have been perfect. All that wait, and then it came out. It was.
Yeah. So I actually went to the STCC and I said, "Hey, can you guys help me? Because I can't get the head to stay on." Like, and they just kind of were like, well, okay, so let me see. Actually, the person that's in charge of that line, like, they're not here right now.
Like,
right, let me take it. I'm out of here.
He's not around. Like, well, I want to speak to him. Yeah, he's not alive anymore. So he just disappeared.
He no longer works for the company.
He's no longer working. Yeah, you can't contact him. His name is Rumpelstiltskin. It's a cruel joke, that Batman. I mean, waiting so long for such an awful figure. Just who thought that was a good idea? This massive rubber overlay that just deteriorates the moment you try to bend him. It's so bad. It's so bad. The McFarlane is like way better than the Mezco one, unfortunately. But oh well, what are you gonna do?
All right, let's see what our friends are adding to their collections. Pico B1 says nothing new. Maybe next week. Adam says, got my DD BD and Kenobi clone set. Oh, I forgot about that. I got that too. I'm so silly. Yeah, let me just share it real quick. I got those two. Those are the so my first ones came in like majorly damaged, so I sent them back to Walmart and they replaced them.
Okay,
but nice. Yeah, that's very cool, Adam. And then also the Alien Resurrection newborn figure 25 years after selling his. I've done this before. I've sold stuff and then I'm like, why did I sell it? And I go back and buy it for like 3 times the price. I think we've all been there at some point.
Life of a collector,
Yeah, life happens. Alex says, I received my Mezco version of the Red Hood, and my pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store should be arriving Monday. Nice.
Yeah, awesome figure.
Hey, Allison. Allison says, picked up a vintage Leia. Just need to get a few more and we'll be good to go there. Nice. Let's see. Britt says, I picked up the Mandalorian Black Series Mandalorian Grogu Colonel Ward, Battlefront 2 clone, and Battle Droid 2-pack, and a Dark Deku anime figure. Very nice, Britt. Nice. Yeah, I saw the Ward figure the other day, and I was like, maybe this should be a little bit better. Mary says, I got DDBD, Obi-Wan, and Airborne Trooper 2-pack, Pago the Lesser, and General Veers. I'm not going to go into my tangent on why the Lesser is a horrible title, but
I want to hear it though.
Dodgen says, March 26th at the swap meet, I've hit a great lot, which includes Kenner the Lost. My voice is starting to go. Kenner the Lost World Humvee complete, mainly for parts. 2009 Gunnar Gordon G.I. Joe figure only from the Jurassic Park 2013 line. Very nice. Thank you, Mary, very much. Question from Alex or Mikey. Are you getting the Joker and Robin Mezco versions?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Getting those. Joker should be arriving soon. A couple more in Hidden Temple if you want to get one. And then, yeah, Robin. Like, love animated. Just love that cartoon so much. I love that show. Not even a cartoon, it's a show. And I remember like everyone would watch it. Like, not just kids, adults too. It was just that kind. Like, there was nothing like it. Such a great show. Love the figures. Been wanting an amazing line. I've heard that there's another company, some shadow company, that's going to do animated figures as well. That will be cheaper than Mezco. So don't know too much about it, but Mezcos are pricey figures, as you know. Some are great, some are terrible, but the animated stuff looks really good. And they already teased Scarecrow, Two-Face, A Catwoman will happen at some point. So it looks like they're fully in on this. And that was another group of characters that they had shown off images, and then like 2 years passed and nothing, and then now they're here. So yeah, I want them. I want them.
Nice.
I spent so much time getting all the DC collectibles. I have like the full line, but now I don't know what to do. What do I do, Victoria? Tell me. Help me.
These are the great mysteries of mankind. I mean, I don't really have an answer there. And I could go off into some philosophical tangent and try to provide ideas, but at the end of the day, I don't know.
So nothing. Great. Thank you. That really helps.
So nothing.
All right, cool. Moving on.
Dodgson says, part 2. Oh, Dodgson got more. Series 2, T-Rex, Turner, Triceratops, Hatchling, High-Hide Launcher Piece from the Lost World, Anteater's Weapon from the Lost World, a Blue Dino Hunter from Hasbro's Jurassic Park 1999 line, Jurassic Park 3, Basic Alan Grant, and Billy. Oh, and it says continued. Oh, there's more? Dang it. Dodgson, stuff, bro. Bruh. JP3 Billy from the Net Trapper vehicle, JP3 Alan Grant from the Compy Pack, JP3 Alan Grant from the Raptor Attack playset, JP3 Hatchlings Raptor and Spinosaurus. There's more. Oh my god. Jurassic Park 3 Hatchling Pteranodon and 2009 JP Diver with the Pteranodon minus the launcher, including one of the JP3 weapons for $10. There's more. And finally, the second swap meet that day, I scored a Working Kong 8th Wonder of the World. Okay, at least this is a different franchise. Bull V-Rex for $10. So in total, I got everything for $20 at 2 different swap meets. You got all that for $20.
Wow.
I think you are the winner.
That's clearly the winner. That was amazing. I'm impressed.
Quick stop, Dante. How's it going? Rick says that he got 3 of the 212th Airborne Trooper 2-packs, TVC Remnant Snow Troopers and AT-AT Drivers, Black Series Remnant ATRT Driver, Target Black Series Pagadot. I don't know what that is. Mando and Transformers Missing Link Nemesis Prime. Nice.
Cool.
It's a good haul. Nonetheless. Thank you, Pico B1. We appreciate you. And then Alex says that he is happy with his 89 NECA Batman. Yeah, for its time, it wasn't bad.
That's a good figure for the time, yeah.
Let's see. TD3 Trooper, how's it going? Jeffrey Page says, got Marvel Legends. Odin today and pre-ordered the Hot Toys CEC10. Did we sell you on CEC10? Was that our doing here?
I mean, he's great. Got it going on.
I'm going to demand a commission from Sideshow if that's the case.
And Mr. Pibb. Don't forget Mr. Pibb.
And Mr. Pibb. Yep. TD3 Trooper picked up the entire white box Mandalorian and Grogu wave. The white boxes, of course, are the first batch releases.
Yeah.
And I think those are all the new acquisitions, which brings us to the coronation. What did I call it earlier?
The coronation.
All right. So the title of this episode is Keepers of the Plastic.
Yes.
Now, the Keepers of the Plastic is a secret society that was founded by a shadowy person, let's call it, that has been in the collecting game for the better part of 40 years. And they are running a very shadowy, super secret group that operates in secrecy,
in the
shadows.
Yeah.
And they are trying to add people to their ranks. So the founder is trying to add people to their ranks. And when we did our last show, Mikey, we talked about, I don't even remember what we were talking about, to be honest, but I know that I mentioned Keepers of the Plastic, and it was just I think we were talking about like why we collect or something like that. It was like why we do what we do, and then it was like, okay, Keepers of the Plastic. And so I've had that in my head ever since then. So this the person in charge of this the secret society reached out to me and said, hey, we need to start recruiting members. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh,
So the henceforth, the keepers of the of the plastic
mhm.
will be a select group of luminaries that
Dignitaries, luminaries.
that have dedicated a good portion of their lives to the betterment of toy collecting and to the ongoing evolution and improvement and innovation of toy making.
Wow, that's
Yes.
really amazing.
And they continue to curate their own collections, and they continue to spread joy and positivity and passion for collecting.
But from the shadows.
But from the shadows.
Got it.
And it just so happens, Mikey, that you are to be the first inaugurated member of the Keepers of the Plastic.
Whoa, me? Wow, I don't know what to say. That's. Are they sure?
I think they're pretty sure because there's only one other person.
Oh, okay. Okay, then not a lot of people to consult with. All right, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm honored. I'm honored to join the shadowy group, Keepers of the Plastic.
Yes. So the person that founded the Keepers of the Plastic,
Do they have a name or do they have a title?
they imposed the duty upon me to inaugurate you into this society.
Wow! That's really such an honor.
Yeah. Can't say who they are though.
Right, because it's all shadow stuff.
Shadowy secret business.
Yeah. Very young again. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, this is going to be a sort of a hall of fame of Cantinians, is what I was told by that person. And kind of like almost like a Mount Rushmore of Cantinians.
That's a lot.
That's what they told me.
They said that. They said that to you? Wow.
Yes. So anyway,
really high praise, Mount Rushmore of wow. I'm so honored, obviously.
yes. And I think the intent is to keep it like a small focused like group. So
yeah, well, there's only 4 heads in Mount Rushmore, so you can't have so many. Like, not everyone can be part of the Mount Rushmore. They have like 20, floating heads on Mount Rushmore.
yes, this is true. So are you ready to be officially knighted or inaugurated or
indoctrinated? Yeah.
indoctrinated?
My
Yes.
coronation. I think of Starscream. My coronation. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do it then. All right.
Okay. How does this work?
Okay, so I'll just declare it, and you'll get inaugurated.
Oh, okay.
So they told me the words to say, but I kind of forgot them, so I'm gonna have to kind of make them up a little bit.
Okay. Because everything you said before was all like on the doctrine, right? Like the ethos of the.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounded very verbatim. So.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. So on this 9th of April, in the year 2026. Mikey from the Figure Report is henceforth inaugurated as an official member of the Keepers of the Plastic. Let's do it.
Oh. Wow. That worked, and I didn't get burned.
You didn't even get burned.
That means that I am officially part of the Keepers of the Plastic.
Yay.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. And thank you to I don't know, are you the viceroy, I guess, of the Keepers of the Plastic?
I'm just a representative of the founder of the Keepers of the Plastic.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope I get to meet this person at some point, but it sounds like I might not. It sounds like it's so secretive that you don't even get to do that. But I'm just so honored to be part of this the cult. But, yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Congratulations. And thank you so much for being on this show tonight. It's been fun. And just thank you for taking the time to be silly with me here on Cantina.
It's so fun. Yes. It's so great. Thanks for inviting me. so much.
Absolutely. And thanks as well to all of our viewers. Whether you're catching us on the live stream, thank you so much for watching the live stream. And just thank you for hanging out. It's Thursday night. You could be doing better things. You could be watching Mall Shadow Lord, but you're here watching Cantina Social Hour. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for keeping it positive, you guys. Thanks to Adam, our moderator. Thanks to Dodgson, Britt, and everyone else. Mary, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Chad, all you guys. Next week is going to be a little weird because I cannot do a show on Thursday or Friday, which are the two usual days. So it may be that the show is on Tuesday. I know that would be weird, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. And Mikey, where can our viewers go to look you up on the interwebs?
Oh, so many places on the World Wide Web. You can find me, Figure Report, Instagram, YouTube. You can listen to the podcast, Figures Not Included, on YouTube. We'll be back live this Sunday. Me and one Jay Catlett is joining me, and then we'll have a multitude of guests. I got to get you on, Victoria. Clearly, now that we are, part of this shadowy group, this high-ranking group. It's we got to keep close. And then Hidden Temple Toys. If there's any toys that you want to get, go to hiddentempletoys.com. We're also on Instagram and Facebook. If you're in North Carolina, come visit. Keeping the legacy of my cousin alive and well. So go and support. Go buy an awesome t-shirt. Look cool like me. We only got a few left, so get on it. And then, we got a lot of cool stuff coming in. Ton of Star Wars stuff. The blocky stuff is really cool. A lot of Star Wars blocky we just got in, so that's very exciting. But it's such an awesome place to go hang out and support. So always appreciate that.
Awesome. Well, you guys make sure you hit Mikey up on the links. We have some links down in the description. So definitely please do that. And thank you again, Mikey. Really appreciate it. Thanks again to everybody that's been hanging out. We really appreciate you. No matter where you're tuning in from out in the galaxy, thank you so much for watching Cantina Social Hour. Be well, be safe. May the Force be with you. Spread positivity and joy. And we will catch you guys on the next episode. Peace out, everybody. Love y'all.